Hey everybody, I'm back again with another review. This is the Saber Vaporizer. I picked this up quite a while ago for about $50. It came in a kit. When you pick it up, it comes with its own little carrying case, which will have a wall adapter and a USB charger. I have it plugged in right now. The USB charger has a little green light on it that turns red when the battery's plugged in, green when it's charged. So this is not the original tank or original mouthpiece. I had to replace both. An example. Well, okay, I had an example. They let you choose from two different tanks. Both are, I want to say, plastic. One is similar to this style of tank, and another is quite a bit slimmer and actually has measurements on it for how much liquid you have in the tank, and that one is disposable. This is called a symbol tank, and I like it because it's a little bit more durable and I can use different types of fluids in it. Certain types of the vaporizer fluid, which you can see some still in my tank, are too acidic for plastic tanks. They will melt the tank. This one, on the other hand, the glass holds up really well, and it's pretty durable. I've dropped this thing more times than I care to admit, but it still holds strong. So let's give it a puff, shall we? You see there's actually a lot of vapor from it. It has this little button right here. When you press it, you can see the light comes on, letting you know that it's working. You can turn it off by pressing the button repeatedly, about 5 times. It'll flash like that, and you know it's off. As you can see, it does not light up. Press it 5 times quickly again, it'll flash again, and you know it's back on. Another thing that comes in the kit, you get, I want to say, 1 bottle of free liquid when you purchase the kit, and you get one of the small bottles like this. Okay. Now they have 3 different size bottles. This would be a medium sized bottle, and I can't recall how much off the top of my head that they hold, but this is a large bottle, and this, they say, will hold enough liquid for at least a month, depending on how much you actually use the vaporizer. Since I have to fill mine anyway, we might as well go ahead and walk you through that. So you have it on the battery, okay? You have to unscrew it by grabbing right at the base of the tank where it meets the battery, like so. You unscrew it, you can see the threads. That's the inside, that's the actual battery right there. And then for the tank, this part here, right on the end here, holds the atomizer. And you just have to unscrew this like so, and it comes out, and there's your atomizer for replacement. You fill the tank by dripping it down the side there, so in between that metal bar and the glass. I have to get mine open here. I should have done this beforehand. Okay, so I have my bottle, which has this tip on it. I stick it down in between. I'm trying to show you. You see where the sides of the tank are? You see the metal bar in the middle. You want to stick this, I can't really show you here. You want to stick this along the side of the tank and squeeze the bottle until you get the desired amount in the tank, like so. Now I actually mix two different flavors of liquid. One is a sweeter tobacco flavor, and then another is spearmint. And they have multiple concentrations of nicotine. And I try to do it in equal parts here. Okay, so you have now filled your tank. Then what you do is you take the piece of the atomizer here, okay, and you just screw it back into place, like so. And you want to make sure this is in there tight so it doesn't leak. My tank, like I said, my tank's been dropped a lot, and I actually should get a replacement glass tank. Because I mix the fluids, I actually shake it up a little bit just to blend it. You take your battery, you screw it back on like so. A little bit more spearmint that time. And you can definitely taste it. Varying strength on the nicotine concentration in the fluid overall. Mine are 24 milligrams. They have a 0 nicotine, so just for flavor. They have 6 milligrams, 12 milligrams, 18 milligrams, and 24 milligrams. Depending on how much you smoke, the dosage might need to be higher or lower, and they can try and dial it in for you. For me, it was a little bit of experimenting. I had them start at their recommended 18 milligrams of nicotine for somebody that smokes a pack a day. 18 wasn't cutting it. I was constantly puffing on it, and I still had cravings like crazy. 24 milligrams is where I needed to be to stop my cravings. Oh, because my tank still had a little bit of fluid in it, I didn't have to prime the atomizer. But what you do when you first fill the tank, when you first fill it, you're just getting the liquid in, or you're just using it for the first time that day, you puff twice. As you can see, I get more vapor that way. As far as how it feels and its similarity to a cigarette, it's of course not going to duplicate a cigarette. But what it will do is supply your body with nicotine to reduce your cravings, and eventually I've heard of people starting off 24 milligrams and then working their way down to 0, to the point where they're doing it just for the oral fixation. They no longer have the physical dependency, the chemical addiction to nicotine. If it works for you, great. For me personally, I'm using it as a cheaper alternative, $38 a month in atomizers and liquid versus hundreds of dollars a month in cigarettes. And they say it's a healthier alternative, but you're still putting something in your body, nicotine, that does some adverse effects like increasing your blood pressure and heart rate. So it's all in the eye of the beholder. For me, it's the lesser of two evils. Just to be clear, if there are underage kids watching this video, they check ID, so don't think you can just walk in there and buy it. At least not with nicotine in it. You would have to have a parent or guardian present, and I don't think they would even sell it to you then. As far as Smoke Revolt themselves, not bad. I mean, they didn't give me all the information I needed to make an informed decision on what I wanted to buy, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys not make that same mistake and have a little bit more information than I had. Like, for example, okay, I have another flavor in here, the big bottle you guys saw. It's a gummy sangria flavor. Gummy bear in a sangria mix. The flavor's great and all, and I like it, but it burnt out my atomizers in one day instead of them lasting 5 to 10 days. Something I wasn't told before. the stronger acidic flavors will still have an adverse effect on the atomizers and cause them to burn out faster, as well as the liquid will turn black on its own even from sitting. Problem is, my atomizer was burning it, and I can't really describe the flavor. It tastes nasty, and you don't want to use it anymore, and you end up, as for someone trying to remove cigarettes from themselves, you end up starting to actually go back to them to get the nicotine versus using your vaporizer that you just went and spent $50 on or more, depending on how long you've had it. As you can see, the liquid has a slight tinge to it right now, but it's not burnt yet. Burnt, it will be black, or at least a lot darker than that. I think if you're looking to replace cigarettes and be able to be more comfortable while you still have nicotine in your system, you'd be able to sit in a bar and smoke versus having to go outside. You'd be able to sit in a restaurant and puff on it within reason. You have to make sure that the establishment allows the use of vaporizers and e-cigarettes and doesn't frown upon it, because you still have to take other people into consideration. I will post a link to their website. It has most of their products on there, including starting kits, various types, and that should help you guys make a better decision on what you want to do if you intend to purchase one of these. This battery is fixed voltage, fixed amperage. They have other ones that you can, there's a little dial on the end here. You can dial in how hard of a hit you get in the back of your throat when the nicotine hits the back of your throat. And it's kind of like an itchy sensation, I guess is how I would describe it. It's not real irritating, but that's how you get the nicotine into your system. They have the expensive variants are digital controlled, where you can absolutely dial in how much vapor you get. You can build your own tanks. You can dial in how much of a throat hit you get. There's a lot of customization that you can do with these, and if you have the money, there's a lot of stuff that you can buy for these to make it yours. Well guys, I know this is a bit of a long video, but I try to make sure you guys get all the information you need. So without any further ado, guys, have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Later.